We're starting our day in the car wash. The Magic Wash is a local wash here in Fond du Lac. So we're just getting the day started with a little wash. My name is Eric. I am currently a Uber driver, soon to be filmmaker. I'm currently in the process of learning everything I can about being a filmmaker. So this is a little video about how I became and how I decided to become a filmmaker and what really inspired that journey along the way. So you're gonna come with me today. We're gonna live the life of the Uber driver, but we're going to talk about everything and my inspiration. So, all right. So we're currently driving. We're driving to the location of my first official video. Now, this was before the days of YouTube. This was where I grew up, or one of the houses I grew up in. We moved when I was in high school. So in high school, I took a course in, gosh, I wanted to say it was called like films or something like that. It was a short film class, and we created a couple different things. I don't know if I still have the footage, but we're gonna pull up right here. This is the house. You can see back there, that's where the video was shot, and I'll give you a little brief explanation. All right, so we're outside the house where I filmed my first video. It was a short video where more or less, it was a serial killer murder story, shot in first person with a mini DV camera. My friend drove an old Camaro, and he was a serial killer coming to get me and my girlfriend at the time. Now, the funny part about this was we just dug through my garage and found various things that could be weapons. So the weapon that was his choice, I'm gonna find this footage. I will. I have several mini DVs. It's probably on there, along with my high school news. But the funny part of this was we used a crowbar, and that crowbar was passed down. Now, one of my relatives was supposedly in the mafia, so it quite possibly could have been used to beat somebody up or kill someone. We don't know. But the funny part is, it's the first person. He kills me, or he kills my girlfriend, and then he kills me down by that creek back there. I don't know if you can see that, but there's, back in the woods there's a creek. And it was a funny story. My teacher loved it, thought it was hilarious, even though it was a high school project. So, yeah, that was my first movie. That was my first real movie. I am gonna find it. I'm gonna put it on YouTube at some point. I don't know a whole lot about converting DV to digital, but that's gonna be awesome once I get it. So I'll have to Google that, YouTube it, whatever, figure out how to do it, find something that can convert it. I almost think I have that camera. I might still have that camera, so we'll see what I can do. But yeah, that was my first movie. Alright, so this is the old drive into work. This is location number 2 of my film career. Good old Johnson Street. So I had about a 5 to 10 minute ride depending on the lights. As you can see, we're passing quite a few of them. One of the things that happened here was this is where I discovered Casey Neistat videos and vlogs and YouTube, and that's really the catalyst to what got me started on the internet with online video. I mentioned previously that I had already recorded a video and had a film class, and high school level, was very interested in it, but didn't see it as a viable job. So this was my job that we're going to. I was an automotive salesperson for the better part of 10 years. It was a very good career, but at the same time it was not what I wanted to do. I could tell the long haul of it for me was just not something that was the daily. It wasn't the everyday. I couldn't just do it. So we're gonna go drive into this lot here, and hopefully we won't get harassed by my old coworkers. So we're gonna make a quick. Now, I'm gonna state for the record that this sign, this building is new since I left, so some of my very first YouTube, so that is the dealership that I worked for. Some of my very first YouTube content came out of that dealership. I had a lot of time during my day where I was able to record and think of ideas for content. So I wrote a lot of my first YouTube content. I had a job at that dealership, where I was the video creator. So I created 3 to 4 minute videos where I walked around the car talking about all the features of the car for the website. I was in charge of posting them to the website. It was a pretty cool gig, but it was a demotion at the time, so like it wasn't the best deal, you know? And I also created a YouTube channel, which I got slammed for and made to take it down. Wasn't one of my brighter moments. So through everything I've done, through the early projects, through the starting the YouTube channel, I've always dreamt of a bigger picture, expanding the overall knowledge base and what I can do and what I know. Currently, I'm still in the search. I'm still working on that. I'm still building the knowledge every day, whether it be through learning through YouTube videos or learning through traditional classes. My time at Full Sail is almost over, and I'm still learning more and more, and I'm finding that this knowledge and this search of being a filmmaker and creating movies and creating shorts and creating different types of content for different things just continues to go. There's no specific end point. There's bigger mountains to achieve. There's bigger videos to create. There's bigger movies. There's documentaries. There's things like that. And as I keep going in this journey, I keep finding that next idea, that next thing that I want to create. So here's to continuing the journey and seeing where this road takes me. This project, this class, has been a fun learning experience to learn from one of the inspirations to what started my career in film and creating content on a daily basis and doing everything I've done was Casey Neistat. So this all comes together in the perfect ending to 2 movies
one, reminiscing about my life. 2, also reminiscing about my life, but telling the story of how I got to where I am here as a filmmaker.